Yo, 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 yo. Get this song down. What's going on, everybody? Wrapping up the week. Not a lot going on. Little bit of vinyl. Probably a couple month hold, but it's a big time release just because it's been a while and the prices on the old ones were all over $100. And they actually move really quickly, so I'm pretty happy about what we got today. I was wishing we would get a couple others because it's Friday, but nothing else really coming through today. Not going to push it this time of year either. All right, let me get the other guys in here. What's up,
Proud it.
guys?
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
So,
What? I don't understand. What do you mean I'm deafened?
no, you were. You're good now.
Well, yeah, I was introducing the fucking podcast, you big rock. The hell? This guy, dude.
oh boy.
Oh my god. Cool. Let's go over the fucking sports betting. I mean, 4 days in a row, doing really good. I didn't put any bets in yesterday for the first time in like honestly weeks. Actually, basically since it became legal in Ohio. I'll be on it tonight. I kind of just was off, but yeah, Jake, go ahead and I've got the recap pulled up here. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, yesterday was a really, really short card because of limited good spots for the NBA. There's no hockey, no football, no nothing. So, our play of the day was Anthony Davis over his rebound total, which he hit fairly easily, which was nice. And then we continued pouring out. We had a couple successful chat picks getting into college basketball a little bit. And then, again, the big feature was our third day in a row with the no sweat parlay hit. For those that don't know, it's basically FanDuel and DraftKings will offer 1 day a week usually, although DraftKings has been doing it every day. A bet that they have a max on that you can enter, and if the bet misses, they'll give you a free credit for that amount back. So that's why they call it risk free, but we haven't needed it because we've hit it in 3 straight. So yesterday was a plus 425 odds.
Yeah, 416 yesterday. We normally try and go for between 4 and 500 to just do nothing crazy, but still, great green. So
yeah. So a little over 4 extra money. So whatever you put on it, you put 25 on it, you're getting back 100. Or actually, no, 25 on it, you're getting back. Let's see, what would that be? About what was that, Matt? Yesterday, about 4. Or
I think about
like
a $25 bet won just under $125.
Yeah. So
a lot more basketball.
Yeah.
A lot more basketball.
Yeah, basketball's been helping out on the lull from hockey, which is awesome. Tonight we have some fun. The NHL All-Star Skills competitions. So the hardest slap shot, skill shooting, so accuracy shooting, goalie competitions, stuff like that. They're all fun props, not super profitable because they're all long odds. So I don't know how much we'll be doing, but we'll have some fun with it. Maybe a lotto player too to take a couple guys tonight in that too. So that'll be fun. But yeah, 4 days in a row in the green, up over 5 units on the week. Still got 3 days left too. So this will be, assuming we end this week in the green, will be 13 out of 15 weeks in the green. We're green every single month and approaching 75 units. So
Sweet.
Good stuff.
Sweet. Cool. Yeah, I'll get into the bets. We'll come back Monday and recap the weekend, which will be cool. First time we was doing that since coming back. So, let's go into vinyl real quick. This one, Quicksand, we went for one of the more limited versions. There was actually one that was friends and family only. It was a deluxe edition. We bought this today. It was the red bone and splatter version. The comps on these are over $100, but it's been a while. But it's nice to see, like, even the green version that we didn't even really buy is almost sold out now. And I just posted that there was a gold one, and it's almost sold out too. So I went ahead and actually bought a couple of the gold ones. But these are these are ones we're gonna expect to have to hold a few months, just because it's pretty niche and stuff. But they're solid. The one that we got the most of was the 29.99 version. These deluxe ones are 39.99. So I like our entry on the version that we picked up, 29.99, and it was one of the first to sell out. It was actually the first to sell out that wasn't friends and family. So that's good. And then coming back to a couple that we posted this week, Whiplash restocked again. You still can't buy it. I guess nobody's maybe allowed to list it right now, or they just don't have it in hand yet to list. Those were over 100. And then we had the Red Dead Redemption 2 restock of several times, and we're at 115 now. Obviously, expecting this to come down once these come into our hands, but like I said, having those November and December, those will be an easy 2 to 3x. So, yeah, people had pinged me on that one. Obviously, they see the price now, but that'll come down, and it's just a good one that you can put in. I don't want to. If this were June or July, we would have bought at least 2 editions of the like quicksands today, but I don't want us to be getting a bunch of stuff that's going to be a Q4 thing when we're basically 8 months out from that. It really started middle of October picking up, so I basically am thinking we're 8 months from seeing a bunch of volume, so I don't want to be sticking us with a bunch of holds. But for those of you that can, I'll still be posting stuff. I just won't be pinging Vinyl Roll, as you saw a couple times where I was just kind of saying my thoughts on stuff. So we'll keep doing that. Lease Wash is talking about. Oh, okay, cool. Um, we'll might have something at 1, which will be cool. And then card stuff, GPK. Everybody passed on these, if I recall. I mean, you guys all passed on this, right?
Yeah, yeah, for the
Yeah,
most part. Last year's was going for what, Jake? Like 200?
and in stock still, I think so on UK side too. So it's just the market on Garbage Pail Kids has kind of gone by the wayside of 2020.
Yeah, the other thing is just that the first 2 seasons or whatever of it are way more desirable, and then we're getting into 3 and 4 now, and so on. So nothing was going to compete as high as the originals were. So
Yeah. Um. Oh, sweet. Joe Rogan's in the chat. Who's the girl talking? New staff member. So there's a new sneaker kid, I guess, watching our stream. Let's see. Let's go into Legos, which I saw late last night. I don't know. I woke up at like, I don't know, probably 3, 5 in the morning or some crap and saw the pings. The Attack on the Burrow restocked for $80, 79.99. And it's going for 150, basically 150 bucks on Amazon. So that was really nice to see. And then we've got our McKay, tell me about the Ferrari book.
Yeah, I don't know much about it other than I mean, we've bought these in the past. It's basically so the Bugattis restocked earlier, and those were that's a retired set that just happened to restock early this morning.
Mm.
Uh, ST pinged it,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
those are really solid. They're 349 retail, like 450, I think 460 on Amazon. It's like $60 after fees, especially if you have no tax. And those just retired, so those should continue to do well. Attack on the Burrows also restocked. I don't know much about them other than they're selling for 150. I'm not sure on the retirement date for those, but the Ferrari book is, to be honest, I don't think it's basically like a overview of a product. It's not an actual set, which is different than most of the Lego sets we usually end up buying. And from what I understand about it, they we first bought them in December. If I'm not mistaken, those were for pre-order, and those just started shipping today. I think since those original orders started,
You're
it makes
breaking
sense if
up.
they restocked today as
Okay, there he
well.
is. Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, those restocked today. They had initially dropped back in December, and I think it makes sense that they restocked today. I feel like what we need to start doing is just keeping a better eye out for those pre-order sets we place initially, watching them closely for when we get the initial shipping email, because we've seen this in the past before where shipping emails almost always are indicative of a future restock for these sets. So yeah, they're all three
Cool.
are good sets.
So, and then we also redeemed some points today for the World of Wonders. So you got a code. I mean, I don't know what the heck what to do with that code, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I think I'm supposed to. Everyone's supposed to wait or something, but I don't know. So read the post that is in our Lego Flips channel on redeeming your 2,700 points. So, do you guys have points to do that at all?
No,
Probably
I didn't
not.
have to 2,400. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
An easy way to get those 2,400 though is just by using that target redemption thing is still up, where basically you get a point per dollar spent on target. So the idea there is like if you went and bought a bunch of those Harry Potter sets, or even a bunch of the Carnage sets, like each of those orders does qualify for Lego points. So you could do it if you spent quite a bit of money on them. It's just kind of, you're basically submitting order confirmations to Lego, and it takes a few days for them to accept them and convert them to points. It's very tedious, but I did do that with my Hogwarts chess sets back in December, as well as my Carnage sets. And even after submitting all those, it was only like 1,500 points. So I think the conclusion as far as the points goes on Lego.com is really like, basically you've just got to spend on Lego site directly. The Target promotions are really tough to abuse because it's just, you have to spend so much on Target, and that alone has always been a challenge, of course. So yeah, the points thing on Lego's great, but you really have to be spending or even just buying higher end sets, like those Bugattis, for example. The total was like 647 today if you bought a card of 2, which you obviously should have done, just because you're paying 650 to make about 150 bucks. It's great, but as a result, like, you'll get quite a few points, whereas those points you got today on those Bugattis, especially if you got a quantity 2 order, the amount of Target purchases you would have had to submit to them to get that level of points is really high. So there's really good ways to kind of loop through those, through the Lego points. You just kind of have to be strategic with it. And I think we're not going to, like, unless there's some good set that we see as a good potential flip on the horizon that's going to retire soon, I don't think we're going to keep like submitting these Target invoices to Lego just to get 1 point per dollar, because you really have to spend heavy to get those, make them worth it.
Cool. Yeah, I just buy on Lego.com, and I have a good amount of points just from buying the retired stuff or whatever is getting posted. I don't know about the Target thing. Just sounds way too hard. Obviously, if you're buying on there, you might as well. But
and all those Lego sets now are so competitive because it's just people just want shit to run on Target too. So we even saw it with the Hogwarts chess sets. Like those were down. We bought them in December, and they were just all over every Discord in the world. They came down to like 60s, 70s. We paid 39, so they were always profitable. But now they're already making their way back up to 80. So with like, patience pays off so much with these sets. We've seen it time and time again.
Sweet. Yeah, Lego's aside from vinyl, Lego is my second biggest category, and that category has been doing really well since day one of I would say adding Sneaker Dude to the mix. So let's see. Done with Legos, done with that. I don't think there's anything else on the agenda today.
Derek had asked how long it takes to ungate Stanley. That's just about, I don't think there's a set amount of time, usually like a few days. If you have a new account, it could get auto accepted as well, like if you have previous selling history. And you can just use a invoice from Stanley or any large retailer who's a distributor of Stanley products for those. Those 40 ounces are continuing to do well. Lee Swash just got a bunch in a few minutes ago from an online retailer. So we're going to continue buying.
It's like $90 right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sells so fast.
Sweet. Well, that does it. We will come back Monday. We'll have a big wrap up, I'm sure, with sports betting and anything that drops over the weekend we'll cover as well, and anything coming up next week that we don't know about, we will cover. Everyone's good?
Yeah.
Sweet. We'll see you guys
Sounds good.
Monday. Have a great weekend.
Every single thing that you're not seeing. You move close to me, but I can feel a space. Whatever time we have, I'm not gonna waste. Before we turn to strangers, trying to love in the dark. Tell it to my heart, 'cause I can't keep guessing. If it's me you're missing, tell it to my heart, 'cause it's only silence. Tell it to my heart, tell it to my heart, tell it to my heart. 'Cause I can't keep guessing. If it's me you're missing, tell it to my heart. 'Cause it's only silence. It's a place we're dying. Tell it to my heart.
One more drink or one more Bacardi, one more dance at this after party. We still going strong. Speed so faster like a Ferrari. We get wilder like on safari. We still going strong. And all of these good things, good things, good things. All we need, good things, good things, good things. Tonight we go all night long. We party like Post Malone. Don't tell me to go. Yeah, we are never ever going home tonight. Ain't nobody kill my vibe. Don't tell me to go. Yeah, we are never ever going home. Yeah, we are never ever going home. Yeah, we are never ever going home. See the ocean there in your eyes in slow motion. We see the sunrise. We are in a zone. 5 a.m. and we still are rolling in the deepest of my emotions.